Welcome, heroes, villains, and morally questionable weirdos, to Canon Clash, a very special episode of Canon Clash, no less. I'm going to go ahead and say my favorite episode of the show, because I only had to do half the work that I usually do for one of these, thanks to our guest host for today, Panda Red. This is going to be a very, very, very fun episode. The rules are going to be basically the same. I will go over them at the beginning, of course, like I usually do, but Panda and I both brought 10 questions instead of me bringing 20. So we're going to alternate between them. So less psychological mind games and predictions today, because the contestants are going to have to deal with 2 idiots instead of 1. How are you guys feeling? This is all the contestants' second time on the show. So are you feeling more confident, less confident?
I'm feeling pretty confident.
How are things going?
They're equal amounts of confidence. It's going to be a coin flip. I'm banking on luck.
Hey, it's 50-50. You could guess for every question on this show and theoretically get around a 50% every time.
It's true.
So that's pretty solid. Now, I mean, to be honest, on this channel, I don't think that I necessarily have to have you guys go through and introduce yourselves. Everyone on this channel probably knows who you are, especially since I advertise this as the DnDorks special.
Yeah.
Dude, if you want to, you're free to. I'm just gonna leave that open to you guys.
Fuck 'em. They know
You
who
fucking
we
know
are.
who we are.
I
You're
mean-
watching this show.
All right,
you
cool.
know
You
us.
know
my
Introduce ourselves and name all of the characters we've played from memory.
Oh my gosh, could I even do that?
Surprisingly hard, given all the breakpoints that we do, of which there are.
Pretty short list for me,
That's true.
TBH.
Okay. Mike, I couldn't. As the
here all
DM,
night.
I definitely could not do that. I would. Now, like I said, you guys do all already know the rules of the show, but I'm going to go through and go over them again for the sake of everybody in the audience. So, I, or in this case, I or Panda, is going to present you with the name of a character and a little blurb of info about them. From there on, your goal is to tell me, again, or Panda, whether the character is a real one that has appeared in real comics or a fake one that one of us just made up. To help you with this, you have 3 lifelines, the same as usual. You can either ask for a visual description of the character in question, some publication information, specifically the series they debuted in and the year in which that series debuted, or a fun fact about the character, which is just kind of like an extra line of description for the main blurb. You guys collectively are going to vote on which hint you would like for each question. You don't necessarily have to pick one, but if you would like one, you're going to vote. When scores are more split, as a little bit of a catch-up mechanic, the person with the lowest score is going to vote first, and then we will go up in order from there. Some normal housekeeping things. Everyone already knows this, but the question order is randomized. This time there is one slight change in that Panda and I are going to be alternating, but otherwise still randomized, so no mind games or anything there. This is covering Marvel and DC only, because if we expanded to indie comics, it would take forever to research, so we're doing Marvel and DC. I believe that's pretty much all the rules we have to go over. Any other questions, or should we jump right into the episode?
Let's get it.
All right, cool.
We got it.
I am going to go ahead and go first to set things up. There's my document. Now, given that this is the DnDorks special, I had to have at least one question be kind of thematic. And so our first question of the night is... the soup.
Oh, the soup.
The soup is a being called an other kind, a kind of dark magic entity that exists in a parallel dimension of sorts. And yes, I said dark magic. The soup is named this because its evil magic power is that it can turn other people into soup, liquefying them with pretty much no limits to this power. How do I know it doesn't really have limits? The character's greatest feat was liquefying the literal devil. How you guys feeling about the soup that made devil soup? You know how the hints work. All the scores are even right now. Starting off strong with the soup.
This one is so tricky because it's so good. It has like Matt stink all over it, but it could be just like a one-off, really good like Marvel or DC character.
I feel like I need to know series and year, because like if this is like a Doom Patrol thing, it's very plausible. Although with that said, it could still be Matt.
We do know my love for Doom Patrol, but I heard both Momo and Mike confirm that. So I'll go ahead and do that hint. This was from a series called Justice League Dark. in 2019. So fairly recent.
Oh, no,
that makes
that's
me
so
think it's
stupid.
fake. That makes me think it's fake.
Justice League Dark.
That makes me think it's
You
fake.
guys ready to vote? You all seem decently convinced of this one. You guys ready?
Sure.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Momo says real, and Nathan and Mike both say fake. So Momo has faith in the Bello reference. You have faith in the Bello reference, and yeah, 100% real thing.
Yep.
Damn.
The disgusting liquid man that liquefied the actual devil. This is a straight up horror book, by the way. If you thought this was like, fun, funky soup man, no. Like,
Justice League Dark.
terrifying body horror monstrosity.
Yeah.
Justice League Dark is.
Not only is
God.
The fact that you guys were laughing at the name Justice League Dark makes me want to say it's hilarious. They almost had their own movie. Like, Justice League Dark is legit.
Real close.
Like,
real close, yeah.
Yeah.
It
Like, they
sounds
were like-
fake. It sounds fake, but I was just like, I don't know. I think this could have just been like a one-off, really good idea.
it is a very shit
I
name.
was going through in my head, like, if Matt wanted a DnDorks question, would he have serendipitously found soup, or would he make up soup? And I thought Matt might like the reference enough to make it soup consciously rather than having
What was
found
the fun
it.
fact, by the way?
The reason that I did. I have it written down, but I don't remember it off the top of my head. This is another sort of shot at Justice League Dark, and let's come a few other DC things. The soup hails from a realm inside something called the Dark Multiverse, which is basically DC's multiverse, but only the bad ones, which is a real thing in DC Comics, which is dumb as hell.
The Dark Multiverse.
Like,
is
bad morally bad or bad quality
Bad
bad?
more.
Literally, there is
also
a
in
good
negative
multiverse,
numbers.
and a negative multiverse with negative numbers. That is the bad ones. It's so stupid.
I shit you not, it is like
So
universe
stupid.
-73. And it's like, oh, in this universe, the Robins eat the bad guys. Like, it's that level of ridiculous.
He's
bullshit.
not exaggerating at all, by the way. That's exactly the type of stupid edge it is. Anyway, the soup was a great start to this one, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, swing and a miss.
Now, Panda, since we're going to be alternating here, you don't have PowerPoint control.
I do not.
So if you want me to, like, reveal anything in a specific way, let me know. But otherwise, I'm just going to go ahead and go on to your first question. I gave you the order,
Yes, you
so
did.
here you go.
Okay, so the first person that you guys are going to have to decide on is a character named the Green Gardener. Green Gardener,
Oh,
Hank Hilton, was a world-famous botanist who, upon creating a potion from a special flower of his own design, was granted superhuman abilities and mental control over plant life. He decided to do the only logical next step, which was, obviously, to become a crime fighter. He had a rather successful run in the 70s, rivaling the sales of both Batman and Spider-Man. However, he was sued out of existence by DC for being far too similar to Poison Ivy.
It's
I
so
want a
fun
fun
listening to these questions. I love it. I don't have to say anything. It's amazing.
You want a fun fact? Green Gardener's...
I think I would. Whoa! We gotta vote.
gotta
There's
vote?
there's
Oh,
voting.
okay.
It's a
I
voting
would like
system,
fun
yeah.
fact. I don't know what everyone
Technically,
else would like.
Mike and Nathan, you have the priority at the moment.
Yeah.
You get to,
I
or you can say something different, and Momo can decide. You know, that's how
That's
voting
true.
works.
want a fun fact as well.
I also want a fun
Want a fun
fact.
fact?
Decides it then.
Okay, fun
Go
fact
for it.
about the Green Gardener. He had a child sidekick named the Sprout that only appeared for half of his run before being killed off unceremoniously because readers did not like him.
That feels real. That checks. That checks.
You can call the voting then, Panda, whenever you feel is
no.
ready.
I forgot
Yes,
how
if
bad
you
I
guys,
am
do you
at
guys
this.
feel?
What are we thinking?
You guys feel ready?
I feel ready.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
All right,
All right.
please. Okay.
Okay,
All right.
okay.
3, 2, 1, go. All right.
Okay.
Momo says real, and Nathan and Mike say fake. Nathan and Mike have it. That's a fake
Yep.
made up character.
Because Poison Ivy would not have been the lawsuit. Poison Ivy would not have been the lawsuit with the name Green Gardener.
Yeah.
I see you. I see you, fucker. I saw one of your Green Lantern videos talking about the casting of
Yeah,
Guy
I
Gardner.
was like,
I saw that.
Gardner,
God damn it.
Green Lantern?
I'm really relying on the fact that no one watches my videos to be like, ha, I got.
I
No,
never use
because
TikTok.
I've had
like,
to take questions off the list because, like, I did a video on this guy.
Yep.
I've definitely heard the name, but that helped. I literally only use TikTok in like the seconds to minutes that a video is uploading. Otherwise, I do not touch it.
Exactly.
That's good for your
I'm relying on the fact no one's seen this shit.
It really is.
Funny enough, that was the exact same answers.
Yeah,
like,
it was.
Not just answer pairings, exact same answers, but since it was flipped, now everyone is back tied at 1.
I also
That said,
wanna
though, Panda, you got someone on your first run, so...
I do want to say
job.
I made up that fun fact on the fucking fly. Was immediately like,
Wow.
oh, I was not guessing that anybody was gonna ask
Yep.
for that.
Yeah, people ask for that most of the time because it's the most neutral thing, generally.
That's fair. That's fair.
Also, we just want
Just
to
so
hear
everyone
a fun
knows, I
fact.
told them about
We
the
wanna
fun
hear
facts
something
at
fun
least
and
an
cool
hour
about a
ago.
character.
More information.
Even if the character doesn't exist. Alright, let's move on. Back to me, then, with our third question of the Canon Clash DnDorks special. Paperboy. Mild-mannered Joey Bismarck is a paperboy in more ways than one. He is a delivery boy in the normal sense, but he also possesses the ability to enter newspapers, becoming the hero known as Paperboy in the process. He uses this power to sort of teleport to the topic that he enters, getting to big crises that are making headlines and helping out, which is a cool concept at first, but it breaks down after 2 seconds of thought when you remember that newspapers are not updated live.
Yeah.
But hey, it was decades ago, so I guess it was the best that they had and no one really thought about it too hard.
Oh, this is fucking good. This is a good one.
Ooh, this is tough.
I don't know. I hear Paperboy and all I think is Atlanta.
I
The
almost
show.
feel like having a character
Well, I don't know what that
called
is,
Paperboy in a comic book would necessarily have to be cool, like visually, that you would have
Yeah.
like heard someone praising it, right? Unless they just like were lame about it. But like that sounds really
Just
cool and
lame.
something that
It
someone would
entirely
have
could
definitely
be.
recycled. So I don't know if I want series or if I want fun fact.
I almost want to see this, have them describe the character appearance because I have an idea what Paperboy should
The
look
least
like.
used hint.
Ooh.
The
Yeah,
least
yeah.
used hint. Alright, is that what you guys want?
What do you think, Nathan?
Yes. Because
Nathan
if
said
he
yeah.
doesn't look sick as fuck, like a totally chill ass dude,
I feel like Paperboy would not look cool.
Yeah,
I think he looked like such a chill dude.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna say what I think.
I have the description,
like
whether
after
real or fake.
the
I'm looking at the description in front of me, and I'm not. I would not
I'm just
say
saying, when I hear the
chill-ass
phrase,
dude.
You think that description says cool, Nathan?
When I hear
I think it does.
When I hear the word Paperboy, I don't think Cool the brother. I think child labor mostly. It's not a cool
Well,
vibe.
Let's put this to rest right now because 2 people voted for that. So yeah, I would not say cool dude or anything like that. It's a very, very like stereotypical, like decades ago kind of superhero spandex suit with the tights and the domino mask and everything. The most notable thing is his like insignia is an exclamation point made out of rolled up newspapers. So it's like a newspaper and then a newspaper like on its side for the dot. So it's like 2 newspapers making a sort of exclamation point sign.
Let me tell you something, Matt. This feels super lame, which makes me think it's real, but it also could be you heard our notes from before that things are too cool and you made it sound lame on purpose.
I'm not going to respond to that in any way that will give you a hint.
I feel strong in my reasoning, and I don't really want to give it away.
Okay.
I feel like if there was a teenager who tossed around papers and could jump into them to save people, he would be sick.
I agree.
Okay, and
I
that
agree,
sounds
Nathan.
lame as fuck. He would be. The minute you said that he wasn't chill, I knew this was fake.
All right, well then it's time to vote. 3, 2, 1, go. Everybody says fake, and you're right, this one is fake. I'm so mad that Nathan's reasoning was, that doesn't sound cool enough.
Yeah.
When I was actively trying to make a like wholesome 60s child that's just like
fucking knew it.
super
I
annoying,
fucking
and
knew
Nathan was like, it doesn't sound cool.
What I
All right,
what got
Nathan,
me was
sure,
was
bud.
the insignia because that sounds like such a needless pain in the ass to draw. Like, it's insignificant in every fucking page.
You know what?
They're not doing that.
That's
As an artist, I'm like, there's no fucking way in the 60s someone would draw a rolled up newspaper every... Nah.
You know?
This is the same people that skipped out on Spider-Man's webs half the fucking time.
Yeah.
That's actually true.
Also,
You're right.
if there was a character that was Paperboy that could do that shit, he probably would be like a 2D flat Stanley version, or just always in like black and white.
Man, you guys are trying to make this cooler than I was shooting for, but the art point is very good.
It was literally like Matt wearing like a fake mustache, like, this isn't me. Like, this is you.
You could do such a cool gimmick on pages where it's like teleporting or something, or actual newspaper, like in the comic.
You know what? If it's me wearing a fake mustache, the next question's not coming from me. Panda, are you ready?
You should trademark Paperboy and make that comic.
Yes.
All right, I could. All right, here you go.
All right. Our next character from me is Cluemaster. Arthur Brown, aka the Cluemaster, is a Batman villain who leaves clues at all of his crime scenes to flaunt his superior intelligence to Batman, which ultimately just leads to the world's greatest detective repeatedly beating his ass.
Isn't that Quizmaster?
I want to point out, I saw the names that Panda sent me because I had to put them on the PowerPoint. I did not read through the descriptions thoroughly, so if I'm laughing at these, it's because it's also the first time I'm hearing them.
Now listen, I don't know much about anything, but I feel like there's a lot of Batman villains that are just like, I'm gonna outsmart you, and then they don't.
That's my thing. My issue is that like this guy is clearly the Riddler.
Yes.
But I know they have done a this is clearly the Riddler kind of rip-off villain. I feel like that's something that has happened.
I thought the rip-off villain was Quizmaster.
Maybe.
Like Quizmaster sounds really familiar for some reason.
Is Quizmaster
I'll
DC?
Google it. I'll Google it.
Riddler. I'm like, doesn't Riddler just leave riddles
and
then Batman solves the riddles and that's it? This just feels like that.
What clue do we even want to go for?
That's a great question.
Because, like, I don't know if there was a particular time that, like, Batman would just, like, do whatever for a villain. Because it feels plausible that it could be, like, a 60s villain or, like, a really early villain. Batman goes further back than the 60s, I think. But
40s.
Because the 40s, like, early on where they didn't really have the Riddler codified as, like, a regular, maybe that could have existed.
Maybe a random fun fact.
A fun fact, maybe appearance, because, like, what would he look like? If he isn't set apart from, like, I'll lock in for appearance, actually.
You're the decider, Nathan.
You got...
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Which one?
Appearance.
Okay.
Appearance. Okay. Cluemaster wears a bright red suit with yellow accents and a yellow bandana over his face with a long blonde ponytail.
That does absolutely nothing.
Okay.
Like for Cluemaster, that's.
All right.
Once again, as someone who did not read the description.
For me, clues just give off the vibes of like cooler colors. You know,
Nathan just thinks
like
things are cool. That's what
and blues and that's why the
Nathan, you're thinking
green.
comics are way cooler than they really are, man.
Yeah, you gotta lower your expectations.
Lower your expectations, dude. We're dorks. We suck. It's not gonna be cool.
There are cool things, Nathan. That's not what this show's for.
I think he meant like cool. Visually cool, like blues and greens and stuff like that.
Yeah. Like cool as in visually, like red and yellow is very hot and angry. I feel like it would be
fair.
Intelligent things and mind things are usually like the blues and the greens
and like
and the
steels, grays. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Clues aren't also as loud as riddles. Like Riddler can have like a bright green suit because riddles are like inherently like not magical, but like
green is such like a quizzical color.
Yeah,
it's
like quirky.
I love how you guys are getting the color theory for this.
That's all I have.
How are we feeling? How are you guys feeling about this?
I'm feeling.
I know the
really
I know what I'm thinking.
You know what you're thinking? Okay, everybody, get ready with your votes on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go. And every single fucking one of you are wrong. That is a villain.
Panda's killing it.
Cluemaster
Welcome
is
to the show, Panda
Cluemaster is
Red.
the father of of the Spoiler, who is one of Batman's sidekicks, who is also the former girlfriend of Tim Drake, who is the third Robin. Also, Tim Drake is his arch nemesis.
Got that. Understood.
He's also killed so many fucking people.
I came so close to second guessing myself when I said, "How are you guys feeling?" I was like, "That's a little too confident for my taste." But like, the reason it was so, I had no reason to believe it was real. I thought you like inverted the colors because like red is complementary to green, and
there's a
but no, they just fucking
there's a
did
reason
that.
I described
they just
it that
fucking
way.
did that.
There's a reason I described it so like middle of the road. You want to know why the Spoiler is called the Spoiler? She's the daughter of the Clue Master, so she would just go and spoil all the clues and like.
I actually didn't know that. I didn't actually know that part.
That's actually extremely cute, and
I
love that.
That is why she's called that. So
I love her costume.
But see, if we got that for a fun fact, I would think that was too cute. I still would have voted fake.
It feels super fake. Is Quizmaster a thing?
It does.
It is.
I looked it up. I didn't see it. Maybe I had to search DC and find it specifically.
I thought Quizmaster was the thing.
Whatever.
I don't think he's a Batman villain.
We'll look it up later.
At least we're all failing together.
Yeah.
Hey.
The DnDorks hive mind.
You're at 2 out of 4, so you're doing pretty good. Back to me then.
Intelligence team working together on this quiz show.
Next up for mine, we have Son of Satan. Wait, hold on. Sorry, I messed up here. I typed this in wrong on the slide. Son of Santa. Yeah, that's what I meant. Son of Santa.
Right.
Nick Norris was once a regular orphan boy until an elf tracked him down and told him that his destiny was to fight the Anti-Claus, an evil version of Santa, I guess, who had actually straight up killed Santa. Thanks to help from his elf companion and his trusty gun, Nick was able to defeat Anti-Claus by trapping him in Santa's magic bottomless present bag.
I actually really don't care if this is fake or not because I want it to be real.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I have no fucking clue, but that's genius.
I need to know, when was the last time you watched the Santa Claus, and how fucked up were you at the time? Because that influences your ability.
Mike, do you want an actual answer to this? The last time I watched the Santa Claus movie was literally the day before the blizzard hit Texas and burst 2 of my water pipes like 2 years ago. I have traumatic history with the Santa Claus movies. That is not if my friends are in the chat, they will confirm
this. Feels like
plausibility goes way up.
This feels mildly influenced by like Santa Claus 2 with, is it 2 or 3 with the fascist Santa?
Santa Claus 2 is the one where my pipes burst the day after I watched it.
So the plausibility of fakeness has gone way up.
You guys get your hint.
I would say series.
I also want
I would
to
also say series.
Publication.
Okay. That's probably not going to be super helpful. It was in 1982 in a series just called Bizarre Adventures.
Is it like DC or Marvel?
I actually don't have that written down. I know it's an anthology series, and I honestly don't remember which of the 2 it is, but it's an anthology series.
I mean, this sounds super cool, but like, is it too cool for the 80s, or was 80s the like lawless time?
Why is coolness the metric we're judging every question by?
No, honestly, what I question is, in the 80s, were either DC or Marvel publishing anthology series that were not like attached to names? Because like, I feel like that's an older comics thing, maybe, but I don't know. It also feels plausible because these are obscure characters. It's not like it would have done well.
An obscure character since when?
No,
that's a good point.
The universe of anti-Santa and all this stuff. If you had said it was in like a main series of comics, like fucking Spider-Man, I'd be like, okay, no. But like, if it's its own separate thing in this bizarro world, that does make it feel more believable.
You guys ready to vote?
I think I'm ready.
Oh God.
Yeah, I'm ready. I think
I'm gonna make you vote then. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, Nathan says fake. Mike says fake. Is that the 3rd time that we've had this exact split of? I think this is the 3rd time that we've gotten it. And Momo, You're right. This is real.
Fuck.
This is real. Everything I said in that is true. The elf shows up. The elf just has a gun. Anti-Claus like kills the elf, and they like murder. Son of Satan stabs Anti-Claus with a screwdriver. It was an R-rated book. It's wild.
Wow.
I found this character by clicking random character on the Marvel wiki until I found something interesting. This was a blessing from the gods that I found this.
Wow.
Yep.
God damn.
That is wild.
So cool. Damn.
It's absolutely wild that this thing got made.
Honestly, I'm starting to just vote like, is this real? If I want to see it or not. And if I want to see it, I say yeah, it's real.
Yes,
okay. That's a viable way of doing it, I guess.
Yeah.
Panda, you ready for your next one?
I'm ready. Okay.
There you go.
The next character you are going to be deciding on is James Gordon Jr. James Gordon Jr. is the son of Commissioner Gordon. He is also a psychotic serial killer and a master strategist on par with Batman. He is the reason
Momo's face at that was...
He is the reason that Commissioner Gordon is a single dad, having talked his mother into divorcing his father out of threat to his sister's life at the ripe old age of roughly 10 years old.
Is this a Gotham plot line? This sounds like a Gotham plot line.
It is not a Gotham plot line.
I'm so glad I did not read these beforehand.
I like him so speechless.
What a fucking...
At no point in your explanation did I know what was going on.
Yeah, that's about right.
I feel like appearance can't be helpful, right? Like, he would probably just... If his name is James Gordon Jr., I feel like he's not, like, costumed up or anything.
Actually,
like a normal guy.
Disagree. Well, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I agree. Appearance, as in, like, the character appearance. I agree with that. I think almost background and publication would be helpful in this case.
We know it's a Batman,
what
but,
year?
like...
You guys want
that one? I don't know if I'd... I don't know. Nathan, your thoughts? Because, like, I'm almost leaning to... I kind of want a fun fact. I kind of want an extra line of the log line.
Let's be real here. This fun fact is not going to be fun.
It's not going to be fun, but it could be useful. Like, I feel so left in the dark by this. Because, like, it's so stupid. Barbara Gordon's the only Gordon you ever hear about, but it's... not impossible.
So you want the fun fact?
Okay. We're gonna go with the fun fact, but after this question is over, I do want to hear the background publication that you came up with, even if it's fake.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. The fun fact is that one of the explanations for his insanity is that his father dropped him off of a bridge when he was a baby.
Oh.
Okay, all right.
Momo was right about it not being fun. It was a fact.
It was a fact.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
But do I? Fucking hell. Because what have they done to Jim Gordon? I feel like comics writers wouldn't necessarily be kind to the man.
They have never been kind to the man.
Through a lot.
I truly don't know this. I don't know.
We gotta go because we are at half an hour and we're on like question 5. So.
All right, you guys ready? Okay.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
I don't think Jim Gordon would do that.
Every single one of you guys is wrong again. James
I knew
Gordon Jr. is real.
Fucking kidding me.
James Gordon Jr.
killing it.
Is real. Not only is he real, that dropping him off of a bridge thing happened in Batman Year 1. That
what the fuck?
Fully canon.
Okay, yeah. What year in publication?
Publication. He was first shown in Batman number 407 in 1987.
Wow.
You gotta be fucking kidding me! The 80s?
The 80s.
Wow.
Also, if you wanted a visual description of him, he's just a serial killer. He's a white dude with glasses who stabs. That's it.
I forgot to tell you this actually, Panda. If they're real, I show pictures of them after the question is.
I
don't know
see
if you're
the
watching
pictures.
the stream.
Yeah.
I am so shocked. Like, genuinely shocked.
Wait.
This is a good episode of the show. All right, we ready to go on to my next one?
Yeah.
I can't with my.
I guess
I'm like
we have a better record.
recovering.
Well, don't worry. This one is a very different tone, so we'll switch things up with Mud Thing. Most people know the Spider-Man villain Sandman by now, less known as the villain Hydro Man, who basically has the same gimmick but with water instead of sand. Mud Thing is the result of these two guys accidentally bumping into each other.
Oh,
he is a giant, mindless monster made of mud who, fortunately, does not share the memories or evil ambitions of his component parts. In fact, instead of being a villain, Mud Thing became a Broadway star.
I am a big fan.
I can vote.
In a 90-degree turn at the end there.
I can vote.
I'm a big fan.
You don't have to do a hint if you...
No, we want the hint, but I feel like
I want a fun fact, actually.
You want the fun
I would
fact?
take a fun fact.
The fun fact is really good, so I'm glad you picked fun fact. He didn't really become a Broadway star because he wanted to. He did it for an agent that he was in love with, and then went on a King Kong-style rampage upon seeing her kiss another man.
That checks. I got it.
Ooh.
I got it. This checks.
All right.
See, that complicated it.
Oh,
for
that
me a
complicates things. Okay.
Nah, I'll
All right.
go.
I hope we're on the same page.
3, 2, 1, go. People were not
You
on the
guys
same page.
just
This
planned
is
this
the
shit ahead
same
of
thing.
time. That's
No.
the same vote.
Seriously.
No.
And the same vote once again, and Momo is right. Look at him in all his glory.
Mud Thing is real.
He's just a guy.
I thought the fun fact was gonna be he wears a cape. He wears this.
No, that's visual. That's a different hint.
Oh god.
But yeah, like you can see the showgirls in this image. Like this lady found this like mindless, helpless creature and was like, "He looks weird. Let's put him on Broadway." That is his origin.
God.
It's wild.
Let me tell you something,
Read
guys.
this comic.
Whenever it's like man does not get woman, man always goes on rampage. That's how it always is.
That's how it works.
That's cemented in my mind
Yep.
that this is 150% real.
Damn. All right.
Mud Thing, man. This is such a good comic too. Because if imagine Spider-Man fighting this thing, it's so great. Oh shoot!
This does look like a Spider-Man
Don't
villain.
look at the chat.
When you said Broadway, I was like, oh, it would be a weird coincidence that Clayface from the Harley Quinn TV show would look similar and is also like a theater kid.
Yeah.
They made him.
Nope. I don't know if he predated Clayface. I would have to do research on
He
that.
does not predate Clayface.
Also, I hope you guys didn't see. I accidentally scrolled.
I'm gonna be honest. I
didn't
thought,
see
but
anything.
Given the name, I
didn't
would
see
have guessed. I would have
You
guessed
did?
anyway. I would have
You
guessed
did?
that way.
Okay. I
I
fucked up one of.
Want to go to the next one.
I fucked up one of Panda's. If we here. Okay. Let's see. Since someone saw it, I'll go down to my next one, Panda. If you want to like come up with another one and text me, and we can throw it in.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, cool. You'll have time since we're alternating. All right, so we're gonna skip. We're gonna alternate mine, and then if Panda has another one, sorry I messed it up. If anyone was curious, I guess I'll go ahead and show. It was the Joker's daughter, and she looks like this. So maybe it's good that we didn't spend lingering time on that one, regardless.
Yeah, I had definitely heard of the Joker's daughter.
I feel like I've heard of her, and even if I hadn't, I would have been like, that chick.
Yeah.
She's probably real.
That whole Joker cutting his own face off, that caused a big stir, like, generally.
Joker cutting his face off caused a big stir. I think you could say that. All right, let's go on to another one from me then. This one is, funny enough, actually another giant monster, but I randomized the order of these, so it works out. This one is the Potato Masher. Potato Masher is yet another prime example of a classic trope in pop culture, that being thing plus radiation equals thing with superpowers. Potato Masher is, as you can guess, basically a giant potato monster that rampaged through the fields of Idaho destroying crops before Superman showed up to stop it. The thing that gets it on this list specifically is how it was stopped, because Superman sliced it in half with laser vision and then served the huge, now basically baked potato as a feast to nearby farmers, despite it explicitly being stated that it was radioactive.
I need to know what year this was.
Yeah, I think year would help.
Well, that already locks it down. Superman, 1968.
This feels real. This feels real.
This feels very real. Although, would they have been? I feel like they would have kept track of radiation. Did we know that radiation would have lingered in the 60s?
I mean, that was after World War II, I believe. So yeah.
But also, comics use radiation for basically literally anything.
When in doubt.
Is it cheating if I Google not anything comic book related, but when Chernobyl happened? Because I feel like that would have.
I do think, man, this episode's got to be called the DnDorks special on YouTube. But is it cheating if I Google Chernobyl? Would be the episode title if this was not already called the DnDorks special. And I'm gonna say no extra information.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
I don't know when Chernobyl happened either off the top of my head. I feel like it would have happened in like the 70s or 80s though.
I can't
Maybe
believe
the
that.
90s?
The fact
I
that
should
this
have
is the
watched that
line of
fucking show.
questioning-
Everyone said the show was good. I should have fucking watched the Chernobyl show. God damn it.
This is the exact type of thing that I wanted this show to be. It's just the deep, like, okay, I don't know if this potato monster is real or not, but it hinges on when Chernobyl happened. Like, that's exactly
on
the
the
type
public
of bullshit.
consciousness around the safe practices with
Like,
radiation.
no.
is
But
what it-
remember, I don't know if everyone saw my episode, but in my episode, it had the episode where they gave Superman cancer. And I'm just like, that had to have happened before 9/11. Because you cannot give Superman cancer after 9/11.
That's true.
And it was like a few months before, if I remember correctly, that it happened. So
It was
a
like
fair
maybe
line of
5 months
thinking.
before 9/11.
Oh my god, this is...
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
All right, we're going to go ahead
Alright,
And,
I can do it.
and vote then. So, 3, 2, 1, go. Everybody says real. Time for me to sweep. Nope.
What?
Okay.
Damn.
Nope.
Okay.
I should have said fake.
I
should've
made up
said
this
fake.
potato
I'm
man.
Googling Chernobyl now.
Google Chernobyl now. Panda and I are tag teaming excellently on this. Speaking of which, I have received Panda's replacement
1986,
for the
so
one I
it did
messed up.
predate. So the reasoning would have stayed the same.
I'm going
Okay.
to
It
hide
predated
that.
Chernobyl.
Damn.
Okay,
Ugh.
here's what I'm going to do. I am going to...
Yeah, it did not predate World War II though, and I'm pretty sure
No.
that was pretty fresh in people's minds with like the whole like bombing Hiroshima and everything, and how
Yeah,
there's
but
no
doesn't
food
that,
that can go
like,
there.
Doesn't that scientific inaccuracy feel so characteristic,
Oh,
so
it does.
plausible?
It feels really comic booky to like forget something that big, but also like public perception of something like that, of specifically radiation around the 60s.
I should have gone with an original tug at my head, which is like, radiation is the scary thing that makes you a superhero in comics because of the fear, because of the way people know what radiation is, what it can do.
But honestly, Matt, making
like-
it a specifically Superman fighter, that like villain, that was good. But it should have given it
That
away
was
that
good.
when you say you sliced him in half, I'm like, Superman wouldn't have done that.
The reason I had it be sliced in half was because I wanted it to be like the imagery of a baked potato, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just like,
It
he
That
wouldn't have
was what
fucking
I
done
went
that.
with.
Like, I should have gone with
wasn't
like my
100%.
Clark Kent loving heart. Like,
You know,
never.
art. You know what didn't help? Art appeared in my head, and it was like Clark cutting it into like big, like ham-sized home fries.
Yeah.
You know, like little quarters, and like the fucking Grinch Stole Christmas feast, like handing plates down and down.
Yeah,
Matt,
that's
what
what
year
made me
did
be
you
like,
say
that
that
could
character
be
was
real
from?
because he would feed the whole
Yeah.
town. But like,
He would.
the other half is he wouldn't violently murder someone in the open like that.
I don't know,
My
man.
lie
Superman
was
Superman was
68.
fucking brutal.
My lie was 68. Also, I have now
that's too late.
set up. I have now set up
Okay.
Panda's replacement one. So we're gonna go and do that one now. So Panda will go back to the normal order. You're gonna do 2 in a row to make up. You get it. In that case,
You get it.
go for
right.
it.
So, the impromptu next character you're going to be figuring out is Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden was a woman named God damn it! I closed my script. Was a woman named Karen. Karen was a regular lab assistant working towards universal energy under Reed Richards using vibranium. However, when she was knocked into a vat of vibranium, she became the Iron Maiden, a woman trapped in a shell of vibranium who can control it like a symbiote, as well as using it to make guns and fly.
Does everyone here know what an Iron Maiden is? Okay.
Yes. That's the big spiky,
the
spiky thing and the band.
And the band.
So this is no correlation to the band at all.
No.
Okay, what would be
a
useful
vibranium
here?
bender?
I feel like we got a pretty decent idea for appearance.
Yeah.
Unless that would throw any wrenches into it. Like, that's the tricky thing. Like, if you could pretty easily infer what the appearance is, would the clue help? Because the inconsistency would... I don't know. I'm kind of leaning toward fun fact.
I am as well, because I don't know jack shit about the Fantastic Four.
So I would vote for fun fact. Nathan, you said appearance. Momo, what do you say?
I say fun fact, actually.
Okay.
She worked with Captain America in the year 2015 to be able to overthrow the Red Skull.
Okay,
solid.
Damn.
I think
I'm ready as well.
I think I'm ready.
You guys are ready?
I think so.
All right.
Yeah.
I guess.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. So
Nathan, for once, you are the only one that's right.
Good job,
Iron Maiden
Really?
is real.
Let's go, Nathan.
Let's go.
Iron Maiden is
Vat
real.
of vibranium? A vat?
A vat of vibranium. Iron Maiden appeared in Earth X.
Vibranium's not really
which is
liquid very often.
Yeah.
No.
In the Earth X comics, Reed Richards tries to solve the world's energy problem with vibranium by converting mass into sound waves. And in one of those experiments, she fell into a vat of the vibranium and coated herself.
I hope she was able to sue him for like unsafe work conditions.
The world then ended, so no.
Damn.
Because she fell into that vat, the reactor she was in exploded and mutated every single human on Earth.
Fuck you, Reed Richards.
This is a very good episode for quotes. This is a very good quotes and clips episode.
Fuck you, Reed Richards should be the Marvel tagline.
Yeah, seriously.
All
right,
Panda, I gotta do my next one.
In that case, back to the, just so we get the order back to the way it was supposed to be. So, here we go.
All right, right after that, the next character is named the Soiler. The Soiler is Arthur Keene, a Green Arrow villain created in collaboration with the FDA as a public service comic in the 80s. His main claim to fame was that he would break into and contaminate the food supplies of the competitors, of his competitors that were rivaling his own profits in an attempt to generate more.
I'm really tempted to knee-jerk say fake because there's no way they made someone named the fucking Soiler. I will not accept.
That was my nickname in middle school.
That is.
Wait, can you repeat who it was in collaboration with? In collaboration with?
The FDA.
The Food and Drug Administration.
Yes.
Said, let's make a guy who sabotages other companies to get capital gain.
And not that he was soiling like the
like
food supply, like the water supply.
He's like, no, I got my own company that I need to thrive.
I need to know like the
shitty FDA public service announcement comic in the 80s.
I
very
need
plausible.
the background and publication on this character. Because right now I'm smelling fade.
I would not put my... Well, I guess I got first vote. I'm in last.
Momo does not get first vote.
And we know that it was Green Arrow, and we know that it's in the 80s. So maybe getting further down on that would be good. But I don't know. I feel like I want to know the appearance.
Okay.
I want to know what the fucking soiler
I also want
looks
to know
like.
that. I changed my answer.
This is the most that this hint has ever been used. I'm so glad I
Yes.
left it in the rule set.
Okay, the visual appearance of the soiler is a man in a patchwork dirty green bodysuit with yellow eyes and a grin, who also wears a raggedy brown cloak.
Oh my god.
Sounds not good to look at.
His
Could
name's
you
the
describe that
soiler,
one more
Matt.
time? Could
I
you?
didn't say I expected it to be good.
Could we get that one more time, just so I
Yes.
can?
He is a man in a patchwork dirty green bodysuit with yellow eyes and a smile, who wears a raggedy brown cloak over the top of it.
And his whole shtick was that he didn't want his rival company succeeding?
He would break into their food stores and contaminate their food, yes.
Okay, so I'm assuming he owned a grocery store or something like that.
I'm not giving you any
It
more
was
hints
it was
other than
said
what I
that
have
this
to.
guy's a villain, right?
Yeah.
That he's painted as
Yeah,
a villain.
Did you
Yeah.
think he wasn't?
This is
Well,
the
I'm just
superhero.
making sure.
This is the...
I was like, they better not paint this guy as a hero.
This is really stupid reasoning, so I don't feel uncomfortable sharing it. I feel like the soiler would have a hat. I've used hat logic before, and it steered me correctly. I feel like the soiler would have a hat. Some kind of farmer's hat. Because if you're calling him the soiler, you gotta make it really fucking clear what his job is, I feel like. And I think that's just gonna be me, so I feel completely comfortable speaking it into the world.
My
Someone in
reasoning
chat
is-
says they agree. They get what you're saying.
My reasoning
So
is
it's not just
I
you.
think with something like this, the Food and Drug Administration would like not truly like attack the problem, which is like unsavory working conditions for like agricultural workers and all that shit. It's more like, oh, this is how your food goes bad in the grocery store, and this is what you shouldn't eat if it looks like this type bullshit.
Especially in the 80s.
Yeah.
I guess as a public service comic, you would have to ask, like, what are they announcing?
I
What's
think
the
it's
advice?
like
What
it's
is the
probably
safety
like,
tip?
oh, this is what a soiled can looks like. If it's bloated, don't eat it. And like if you have one slice of bread that's moldy, throw the whole thing out because the whole thing is gonna be moldy or has mold spores you just can't see.
Yeah, if they did a combination with the FDA,
Oh,
it'd be
God.
like Mold Man or some shit.
Don't make me so clearly picture this comic, because this fucking food
I'm
safety
ready.
walkthrough.
I'm ready.
You ready?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
You guys need to stop
Nathan
doing
and
this.
Mike, you are correct. That is a
That's-
fair
at least
answer.
Momo
He would
wasn't
have a
right
hat.
this time.
He would have a hat.
At least Momo wasn't right this time. But
Listen,
this,
I
this
based the entirety
specific
of the
breakdown.
idea off the fact that they made like a fake Robin in a PSA for drug safety called the Protector, whose his entire deal was just not liking drugs. So I'm like, oh yeah, FDA Comics definitely fucking would make up some stupid bullshit for that.
It was
Oh,
so
yeah.
bad.
Dude, if it's
It
a
was
government
so bad.
association, that's where Captain Citrus came from. He's been on the show before.
Yep.
All right.
I don't
now,
remotely blame you for saying real. You made a really good case,
Yeah.
honestly. It
That
felt
was
really
a really good
plausible.
one. I'm like, oh yes, keep talking. Convince
There was
them.
a
That's good.
lot
Like,
of
I don't
debate
know,
in
like,
there. There was a
opened up to
lot of
hole. I
debate.
think I might just be putting my writer brain on and writing this comic.
Everyone in
we
chat
wanted
is
to
now
work
saying he
so
would have a
bad.
hat. Everyone in chat's now saying the hat logic makes sense. So good for
Absolutely.
you, Mike. Now, I'm going to warn you guys. The next one is a bit of a long story that I have typed up, and it's a doozy. So if I stumble through it, give me a second. And I'm going to reveal the name as we get there for comedic value. So the story that this character is in takes place in an alternate universe after the Avengers were fighting an evil sorcerer who managed to take all of their powers and sort of store them in this magical crystal. Now, the Avengers couldn't do anything about this. They didn't know how to get the powers back. So for safety, Captain America sent the crystal away, wanting it to be somewhere secret, but also with someone trustworthy. So he sent it to Spider-Man. He sent it to Peter Parker's apartment. And when it got to Peter Parker's apartment, somehow the crystal activated. But not for Peter, it activated on MJ, giving Mary Jane the powers of every single Avenger at once. which she then used to stop the bad guy, and then just kept the powers, I guess. The Avengers did not ever... We never see him get them back. The comic just ends with MJ being, like, the best S-tier superhero, and that's the end of the story.
Maybe I got lost in translation.
Like
here.
I said, it's a confusing plot line.
Why would, if the Avengers got their powers stolen, unless it was like stolen, why would then Captain America be like, yeah, let's give this to Peter Parker. We want to keep our powers stolen?
The thing I have in the description, they did not know how to reactivate it, but the bad guy was attacking them, so he sent it somewhere safe.
Okay.
And Peter Parker's identity is secret.
And they just
so
never
it's like
got it back.
a trustworthy person with a secret identity.
Got it. Okay.
I thought like the whole battle was over, and they're just like, we just have this box now.
No, that might have been bad phrasing on my part. They didn't just have the crystal full of powers and give it to Spider-Man. It was for safekeeping.
Got it. While they were
You
fighting
know what?
the sorcerer.
I was at first leaning toward publication in year, because like when the fuck would they do this? But honestly, you make the story sound so short that I really want to hear a fun fact. Like, did anything else happen here?
Did anything else happen in this
So
story?
I would vote for fun fact. Did anything else happen? Is there anything else noteworthy? Is it really just like she had the powers forever now? Or did she have... It is an AU.
But you guys can pick your hint.
I mean,
I get...
You get first pick.
You do get first pick.
So I will lock in for fun fact, and y'all can decide how you feel.
I don't mind fun fact. I'll never mind fun fact.
Yeah, fun fact is fun.
In that case, fun fact it is. Though in this case, fun fact and visuals are actually kind of similar, because I think this is one of the most interesting things. She did not wear any type of superhero costume for like the whole duration of this. She just dressed absolutely normally, but had like 12 different superpowers, and it was very funny.
That checks.
Ooh.
I assume this. I was thinking that this whole comic was a single day.
Could be. I didn't tell you how long this lasted. All I said was this is an AU.
I assumed this was a single day.
MJ's crazy day.
I hate this so much.
Would MJ wear a hat as all Avengers?
Like, on the one hand...
Is MJ cool? Does she have a hat? When did Chernobyl happen?
Yeah.
When was this in relation to Chernobyl? It's so slapdash and kind of like almost cool, but actually garbage. That feels so comic book. And like, would Matt even risk the indignity of making this? But like, also in the pursuit of it making it feels so. I don't know. God damn.
That means whether real or fake, it was a good choice of question. You guys ready to vote?
I guess.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. A Charizard is... Okay, Charizard's fake. All right. Mike, your gut was right.
Let's go!
Let me tell you, this was the last one I made. It was 100%. I just slapped it together. I was like, that's believable. Mike nailed it.
That
was
is indeed a very believable
slapdash,
concept.
slapdash garbage MJ nonsense.
I don't care how slapdash, how rushed, how shitty the MJ gets all the Avengers power comic is. You would design a fucking costume. Why else would you do the book?
Yeah, because they need all the alt covers of MJ.
Yeah,
with
Matt,
the
when did you say the book was published?
I don't remember. Where is it on my ranking? Did I write it down? I might have not written it down. If you had said that, I might have just pulled some bullshit off the top of my head.
I would have asked that question.
Thing. If
I would have asked what year, because this screams like in the 2010s sometime.
I would have said late 2000s to early 2010s. I would have said that for sure. I probably would have said like 2012.
I wouldn't have agreed with that, because I'm like,
I would also.
They wouldn't have given it to Peter Parker, because at that point Peter Parker's living in the Avengers mansion. Mid 2010s is Civil War.
Oh, that is a
He's
good
living
point.
with
Actually,
Captain
you're
America.
right.
They gave
that's why it would have been bad that I just
known that. Would we have known that?
I
would not have known that.
Y'all wouldn't have known that. You'd have been like 2010. That sounds about right. And I'd just be sitting over here like, that's not. But he's not. He doesn't have an apartment. He has a house.
The series would have been What If? Even if anyone's curious about what that would have been.
Oh.
That would have been
Okay,
good.
that
would've
would've
been- yeah,
been
'cause
good.
that's-
I was gonna say it
That's
sounds like a bullshit
Just
what if.
what
You
that
know,
is. Yeah, no, it would have
My
been a what
gut
if.
was like, this is fake because what the fuck powers does Tony Stark have other than being an asshole and have daddy issues? Like, what?
Yeah.
Smart sometimes.
Like, he's not smarter than, like, any of the others.
You know, anytime they do some shit like that with like a Mazo or something, they have it so it's like, oh, his tactical brain or his engineering brain or something. Like he can build shit. So it'd be like,
when
she
I say
all of a
smart
sudden was able to
sometimes,
construct
that's a
her
half
own
joke.
weaponry. Like,
Like, you could have just asked
All
an
right,
engineer.
we are tied.
I thought it was
See-
the start of my comeback, but now we're all tied up again.
I love this episode because in this episode I don't have to feel bad about making the questions hard because this one is just me and Panda versus you guys at this point. So it's great. A guest wins no matter what happens. It's awesome. Speaking of which, Panda, are you ready to go to your next one?
I am ready to go to my next one.
Go for it.
All right. This next character that you need to decide is real or fake is named the
I'm
Mouse.
sold. Go ahead.
Introduced mere months before the merger of Marvel and Disney, the Mouse was a She-Hulk villain whose goal was to slowly but legally achieve world domination through the monopolization of everything. He only appeared in one issue officially before the merger, and his story was later retconned to be that of an imposter that was later revealed to be the Spider-Man villain, the Chameleon.
I was already sold by the name.
Making it the Chameleon makes it very believable. Just like, Chameleon did it. Because who cares about Chameleon, not Marvel editorial.
Oh, my
You're telling me they
God.
created a character that dunked on Disney and then got merged with Disney, and Disney was like, no.
I feel like DC/Marvel have done like dunking on comics before.
I don't know. I'm on the fence between fun fact and appearance because I would feel like for a fun fact you would like rename the character, redesign the character or something to like push this anti-Disney thing under the rug. But on the other hand, I want to know the appearance because this is obviously a Mickey Mouse thing.
Yeah.
So
I'd be down for
know.
appearance.
This was a very
Momo,
disgruntled
what do you
comic
think?
book writer. It was that comic
Yeah,
book writer
as
the
are
Panda
all of
Red?
them.
We don't know.
As are every single one of them, Momo.
That does sound my level of grumpy. Do you want the visual appearance? Is that what I'm hearing?
That's my vote, yeah.
You're all tied again, so no priority.
Yeah. I want a fun fact. If this was one issue before it happened, I think I want a fun fact. I think I want more of the story. Sorry to go back on my thing after you voted, Nathan,
No, it's
but
fine.
like
It's the
I
name of the
needed
game.
to.
I
It's up to
completely
Momo.
forgot.
Yeah.
What did you say, Nathan?
I said appearance. Mike said fun fact.
Say publication, and then you don't get any hints. I forgot to tell Panda
Exactly.
that if they don't decide, they don't get anything.
I think I want appearance, but even if this is fake, if it's real, I do want the fun fact as well. At the end, obviously.
The appearance was a large, rotund man. You never actually see the front of his face, but he was wearing a black suit with very slight, you have to look for them, red and yellow accents, with slicked back black hair.
Damn.
Wait. Do we know? I don't. Do y'all know off the top of your head when they merged?
Absolutely not.
When
I do, but I'm not telling you that. I'm a host.
It was around. It was between. It was before. Was it before 2008? Before the Iron Man movie? I feel like it was.
It was like 2011.
I feel like it was like.
Wasn't it?
It was between 08 and 12. I'm pretty sure.
So
like
Disney
2010,
was
2011.
like a force to be reckoned with at this point.
Well, Disney's
like,
been a force to be reckoned with since
yeah.
the 50s.
That's true. That's true.
And like Disney as a monopolistic entity has been a thing for a while as well. Like Walt Disney literally wanted to build his own fucking community in Florida. He was a clear world domination kind of guy.
I also watched
Very
that
easy
Fun
to
Planet
say.
Super
episode,
villain
Mike.
already.
Yes. Oh yeah.
I
the
think I've
Funk
decided.
Planet,
I think I've
yes.
decided.
okay.
You decided?
Yeah,
I think
sure.
I am
Yeah.
locked in.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
All right. Momo and Mike, you guys are correct. This is a fake fucking.
Sorry, Nathan.
I wanted that to be real so bad.
I was like,
sorry,
I thought
Nathan.
saying that it was a She-Hulk villain was gonna get it under people's fucking radar of being like She-Hulk would make a joke like this.
Like She-Hulk
key.
would. However, I'm just like, this sounds like a disgruntled comic book artist or a disgruntled artist in general. And who is the most disgruntled artist I know? It is the Panda Red.
It's Panda.
That's fair. All right, granted. All right, that's a fair point.
I was honestly, the design really did help because I feel like if you were doing this and if it was She-Hulk, it would be more bombastic. You know, like it does strike an interesting figure, but the very slight red and yellow accents, I don't know, it didn't ring true. And you have something resembling mouse ears at least a little bit.
That was absolutely last second. I said red in my description. It says red and yellow accents. I was like, no, that's too obvious. I'm gonna kick it back to slight red and yellow accents.
I've done that too.
I should have said bold. I should have said he was wearing a red vest or some shit.
Honestly, it would have been pretty plausible because making him a big cartoon rotund man, that is a funnier bit.
All right, next we have one of my favorites from this episode, another one where I'm going to reveal the name at the end for comedic effect. Okay. So, in spirit of the ongoing Hollywood strikes, I thought I would highlight a union within the Marvel Universe. See, being a minion is a dangerous job, and they need rights. So to this end, minions from several evil organizations like Hydra, AIM, The Hand, and many others got together to form a coalition to fight for the rights of evil goons everywhere. Their name was the Minions International Liberation Front, often abbreviated to the MILF.
The MILF?
The MILF.
The MILF.
That is what I said.
And you want me to think this is real?
Okay. I
gotta know series and publication. When or where would this fly?
I need the year.
I mean, Nathan gets first vote. But...
I need the year.
Okay, well that locked down immediately. This is actually in a Taskmaster series of all things in 2010.
Okay, damn, that makes it more believable. Because if this was like the 1950s...
Man, if this is
Nathan's
real,
ready.
I am gonna get sued out of fucking oblivion. This is...
Oh yeah, the comic book,
well,
what is it, the CCA or CA?
Oh,
the
God.
CCA. They would have
CCA,
had a fit if this was like the 50s, 60s. I think they could get away with it in the
2010s? Fucking hell.
Was MILF even a thing in the 50s?
That's a great
was that even
question.
a term?
Probably
no,
not.
MILF is a modern creation for sure.
That's another quote from this episode, I think. Anyway, Nathan's ready,
MILF
so
is
you
a
guys...
modern
MILF
creation.
is a modern creation.
That's another really good episode. All right. Anyway, since you got 3, 2,
Oh shit!
1,
I have not decided.
go. Yeah. Oh wait, never mind. Okay, well.
well,
thought
2
everyone was
people
ready.
already voted.
Oh, okay.
Two people.
I didn't see everyone else's vote.
No, yeah, that's good. That's fine. Once again, Nathan, not continuing the streak, bud.
Fuck.
The MILF is very real.
Damn it!
Thank you, the MILF.
You know,
Yeah.
Thank
this
you,
show
MILF.
does not make me want to read comics.
Oh no!
Are you kidding me?
You
don't
know,
want to learn about
I
the MILF?
can't.
The MILF Union?
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I said this in my Discord earlier, but originally I was gonna have a character named Caregiver in this episode, who is like the cosmic embodiment of motherhood, and she has like 3 really big boobs, and it's very weird. And I audibly had to say out loud to myself while I was like writing this episode, I was like, I can't have 2 MILF jokes in the same episode. That was a line that I had to say to myself. I was like, I can't have 2 in one. So I decided on doing this one. I thought this one was funny.
Matt, I hope you know, now that you've brought this to light, I'm going to need to check my fucking legal activity. I have a running joke on my page called The Goonion that is this exact idea.
Bro, it's a Taskmaster series from 2010. They don't care.
What are you talking
They
about?
don't care. They don't care.
I'm gonna die.
I mean, as long as it's not called the Gilf or something, like
That's
it being
fair.
called the MILF is the whole bit, you know?
That's fair.
Yeah, it is. The fun fact, since this is funny, the leader of MILF, the founder, was a guy named Redshirt, obvious Star Trek joke. And his claim to fame was that he had been a member of and survived membership in every major villain organization, and then got fed up with it and started this.
Son of a bitch!
Okay, that's actually awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
Dude, I really want to go read this series. It sounds amazing. I have not read it yet.
That's just Bill the fucking henchman. Oh my god, I am gonna get fucked. I didn't know. Listen, I promise to everyone fucking watching who watches my shit, I didn't fucking know about this.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Clearly, no one else did because no one was.
It's
just
parody.
Like, isn't this the
It's
Bill
parody.
Series?
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
See, once I guess they call them henchmen and not goons necessarily, but I heard goons and like underlings and like Venture Bros senses went off. Like, okay, if I sense anything similar, because that's where my brain goes.
All right, Panda, if you're over your worry about legal troubles, are you ready for your next question?
Oh no, I'm still terrified, but sure, I'm ready.
Go on anyway. Here you go.
Okay. All right, our next character is a character simply named The Wall. The Wall, real name Joshua Waldemeyer, was a construction worker who, after being caught in an explosion at a construction site, was merged with a brick wall. He then began a life of crime, generally being a nuisance, until Spider-Man sat him down on a park bench and talked him out of being a criminal.
Isn't this just Brick House? Brick House? I swear, like Brick House is like a Static Shock villain.
Brick House.
Brick House.
It doesn't ring a bell, but I'm not too familiar with Static Shock, so I cannot comment.
Like, I just vividly remember there being a Static Shock episode, and it was playing Brick House with that character.
Nathan, I want to know how you're feeling.
I don't feel good about any of the thoughts I'm having. I don't think anything will help me with this one. Like, what am I? Costume? He's a brick wall. Like,
And wait, can you repeat the beginning of what you had said? The introduction to the wall.
What part of the introduction?
Like, I think you said like where or what company it belonged to, or like someone talked to him or something.
Yeah. The way
Spider-Man.
Yeah, until Spider-Man sat him down on a park bench and talked him out of being a supervillain.
He sat the brick wall on a park bench.
Yes, indeed he did.
That is a phrasing choice.
Now, I'm no bricklayer, but walls don't usually have the requisite flexibility for a bench. This is quite suspicious.
Also, it would have just broken immediately.
Yep.
Then again, it's New York, so like they're kind of indestructible.
Yeah. I lean toward appearance, because how do you make Wall Guy work, you know?
I also lean toward appearance.
Appearance, it is.
Okay, he is a brick wall with legs and blue boots.
Great. Okay.
Cool. Awesome.
You know what?
Great.
Sure.
I'm just
Sure.
picturing
You
the
guys
thing.
said it. You were like, appearance isn't going to be helpful because he's just a brick wall, and then you went with that anyway.
That's
Sure. Why not?
No pants? No pants?
No pants.
Okay.
Nope.
Just got his brick out.
God
God forbid he's
Shut
bricked
the
up.
fuck up!
He's just bricked up on a Tuesday afternoon.
God, I
Unbelievable.
regret putting this character on
This
the
show is a mistake. We can't go from the MILF one to this.
Oh, God.
Answer. You guys don't get to debate anymore. Answer the question.
Okay.
I'm ready.
You ready? All right,
Yeah.
3, 2,
Yeah.
1, go. You are all correct. He is real.
There
This
we
is
are.
a
You guys
Spider-Man
ready for the
villain
picture?
from the 70s. His first introduction
Boing.
was him.
Oh my God.
Boing.
Look at him.
His first introduction is he just rolled up on a Mets game and just started wrecking house. That's it. No reason.
I actually did a video on this guy a while ago. It's also worth noting he never gets fixed.
No.
Like he stays
Spider-Man
like this.
just says stop being a bad guy and they leave.
He does have pants. Those look like pants.
Do they?
I don't
They
know.
I
beg
don't
like
think we
that.
can define.
They're sort of red pants, yeah.
But like,
It's definitely not wall.
Was the pants the determining factor, Momo? Was that what made you vote yes? I
if
mean,
he had pants,
No, what made
Listen,
me vote
if he's
yes
a wall
is
with
that, like,
physically a brick wall, if he's physically a brick wall, where is he putting the pants on? Is my
I
question.
think
Because
he
if
just
his
got
legs
rid of
have
it.
pant legs on them,
he had to
I
be
don't know if
wearing
that
those pants
counts.
before it
Yeah.
happened.
I can get behind a lot of newfangled things, but a wall with pants.
with pants.
Come on.
all right, we ready to go on past the wall
Did
with
we all
pants?
get that right?
Oh yeah, you did
and
actually.
Brick House
you
is
probably
the
need points.
DC animated universe villain of Static Shock.
I will have to look that up.
They
I need to watch
absolutely ripped
Static
it right
Shock.
off.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it
The
came
prestigious
before Brick House,
wall.
so.
Yeah, I think the 70s came before the animated show Static Shock.
yeah. But I don't know. I don't know if that character was from like the Static Shock comics. I also don't know which came first.
The Static Shock comics definitely came after the 70s, so
Yeah.
regardless.
All right, we ready for the next one? This is one of mine.
Sure.
This is a team, actually. I do teams on here sometimes, and this team is the Death Throws. The Death Throws, to get right to the point, are a bunch of evil jugglers. The team consists of several members, all with their own unique signature throwing weapons that they carry a bunch of and juggle between themselves during fights. None of them have any powers beyond juggling and throwing things, but the effectiveness of their weapons does vary. For example, some of them throw explosives or some sort of high-tech modified gadgets. One of them just throws bowling pins.
Just plain bowling pin?
Just bowling pins.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
That's all I got for the Death Throws.
I almost want appearance because I can only picture these guys as juggalos. So I feel like I need to
A juggalo?
like these fucking. Have you heard of the Insane Clown Posse? Because these feel like an offshoot of the Insane Clown
Why would I know
Posse,
what
yeah.
the Insane Clown Posse is about?
Completely fair.
Completely
It's
fair.
like
Totally fair.
They have a very cult
Fair.
following. Also give off really
It's
weird
like-
vibes.
imagine an emo clown
Yeah.
doing like music.
And so people paint their face white with like black accents for their clown makeup instead of all the fancy colors.
Okay, so like mimes?
I'm also going to point
Okay,
out,
kinda.
not relevant to this
Anything.
question.
No,
not
not at
relevant.
all.
to this
No, it's
question at
relevant, it's
all.
relevant.
I don't
No,
want
no, well, it's where I want to get the clue. I was leaning toward appearance because what if they
Alright.
don't look like juggalos?
Well, Nathan
But
gets first
Yeah,
pick.
It does.
sure, appearance.
So I haven't locked in.
Appearance for me.
Okay, well, Nathan said appearance, so Mike, do you want to confirm that in for appearance?
You know, I wasted so much time doing the ICP. I feel like I need to lock into appearance.
Okay.
Just...
This is a team, so rather than just describe them all specifically, they're very circusy style costumes. They're kind of like vaguely circus-inspired, like spandex villain suits.
Vaguely
I don't know.
circus-
I
Not
feel like-
clown though. It is worth noting, not clown, more like circus. You know, like performer, juggler, acrobat, that kind of vibe.
I feel like this name would have been better suited for criminals who were on death row and not jugglers.
Yeah,
True.
but I feel like this is also a name that, like, someone would have come up with the name The Death Throws, and I was like, okay, I gotta make a character. Like, what the character... Like, I need to use that by whatever means possible.
And I
Every
think that
possible-
person is Matt.
In that case, go ahead and vote. If everyone's ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. Everybody says fake. The Death Throws are totally real.
Wow.
The
I
Death
should have said real!
The Death Throws are
They are indeed.
Oh, they were so real. Of course they were real. Fucking circus freaks. Of course that's a comic villain. Fuck.
detonated, and I'm sorry for that. Hold on.
Oh my god.
It'll get fixed in a second. It'll get
There you
fixed
go.
in a second. That's
There you
my
go.
bad. There we go. We should be back. Whoa. Holy.
Whoa.
And then Skype just shit itself.
Yay!
Are we? I think.
Okay.
Let me.
Skype is having a death
I
throw.
think
right
we're back.
now.
Yeah,
I am
Skype is having a
large.
death throw. I mean, if yeah, hold on. Let me make sure the PowerPoint's working. It is. Okay. Hey, surprise. You know what? Everything resolved itself except for Mike's camera, but I'm fixing that now.
Please shrink me.
We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen because I actually have a special thing for the death throws. This is going to be, I don't do this on every episode, but this is going to be bonus round.
Oh!
Whoa!
I will give you all a point if you can answer this extra question about the death throws. So,
Got it.
the most, obviously you can tell from the art, these guys appeared decades ago first, but the most recent appearance of the death throws was in 2014. If you can guess the character that stopped their villainous plot in 2014, I will give you 2 points right now. Everyone gets a guess. I will also go ahead and say it is a guessable character. It's not like it's some nonsense person you wouldn't heard of. In fact, as a little hint, I guarantee you all three of you have heard of this character.
Is it DC or Marvel?
You can guess. I will be nice. I will say Marvel.
Okay.
Okay.
If you can, you all get one guess.
Shit.
If you can tell me who stopped the last plot of the death throws,
Ooh.
2 points right now.
All right. I think we should
I'm guessing
unionize. We
any
should
order.
unionize, guys.
Who would
Or you-
who would
okay.
play circus villains?
I feel like I don't really get the feeling that Marvel is one to have like one superhero that fights goofy guys. But if there is one,
but like
it would be like
Yeah.
Spider-Man, no? Because Spider-Man just had the brick house and was like, hey.
That was my gut instinct, but my
Spider-Man
gut
has
has
a
failed
billion-
me every
a
line of the
billion
way.
gimmick villains.
Yeah, like-
this sounds silly enough to maybe be like an Iron Fist, though.
It could be. This is not an Iron Man
Okay.
villain. I don't think this is any like
Iron
original
Fist.
Avenger villain.
No.
This is too fun.
I also want to note, reminder that I'm giving you 2 points for this. Not an easy
No,
question.
it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to be the most obvious answer in the world necessarily.
This is not a core Avengers villain for sure.
Iron Fist got an audible reaction from Matt, but I don't know if that's like left field pick or I don't fucking.
I might just randomly generate a name and fucking go for it.
You are welcome to do that. You can't spend too long on this, so we got more questions, but...
Who would be fun? Who would fight this and have fun? Shit. If I had like a list of people to choose from, I feel like it'd be so much easier. This is.
I'm not giving you a
Okay.
list.
All right, I got my answer. I don't know how. you
I
want to-
will.
Just whatever. This is a bonus round. It's
I have to
casual.
walk.
Nathan says She-Hulk.
I am gonna walk. I'm gonna go for a left field pick. I'm gonna say Gwenpool. But that.
Gwenpool is a great
That's the
pick.
one I would have
Whether
gone with.
real or not, Gwenpool is a great
I think
pick.
this is either Deadpool or it's. Oh my god! I had the name and it left my mind. Or this is. It's not one of the core fuckers. Who is he? I like had the name and it left me. Oh my god!
You're probably not going to get it, so
It was.
just throw a name at the wall.
Shit, I had the name and it left my mind. Deadpool. I'm gonna say Deadpool.
All right. So here's the key. First off, none of you are right.
Damn.
The key was a little hint. I didn't say what hero stopped them. I said what character. Guys, it's fucking Loki.
That's interesting.
What?
Oh my god.
That's interesting.
It's fucking Loki was the last person to fight the death throws. It was in his Agent of Asgard era where he was a little bit more heroic.
Oh.
It was Loki.
I was gonna guess the other person I was gonna guess was Daredevil. I just felt like this would be just a fun thing for him to have.
I was thinking Daredevil.
Yeah, Daredevil's also a viable.
Daredevil's
okay,
where my
these
men
bonus
went,
rounds are never
yeah.
easy.
Because it's kind of similar. They reminded me of like who are the guys with like the construction guys that get the weapons or whatever?
The Wrecking Crew.
Wrecking
Wrecking
Crew.
Crew, yes.
I don't know why. I just
Oh.
had Daredevil vibes.
It did.
No, it does. It sounds like a Daredevil thing because like people are throwing things, he's dodging it with his
Yeah.
senses. Like it makes sense. All right, Panda,
All right.
are you ready for your next
I'm ready.
one? There you
All
go.
right. The next character that you are going to have to guess on is named Copycat. Copycat is a creation of Ultron similar to the Vision. He is an android whose ability is to store, archive, and copy the abilities and powers of the heroes who face him. He also has the ability to project these powers back at his attackers. Ultimately, he was defeated by the Avengers, overloading his processors by all attacking him at once. He is a reoccurring enemy of the Avengers, however, has been relegated to a background character.
Damn, this one's fucking hard because there are a million copycat villains.
Yeah. Nathan gets first vote, so I'm not gonna say anything yet.
Okay. Costume, outfit, appearance.
I actually say costume.
Okay, I can live with that.
There it is.
Copycat is a silver robot with a single red glowing eye with sharp details everywhere that made him look like he might possibly be made of knives, with a red logo on his chest made of two C's resembling an eye.
Ooh.
You just
Wishing it was a cat.
so fucking many of these though.
Okay, I'm just
I got my
purely guessing, but I'm locked in.
I'm locked in as well.
All right.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go. Momo and Nate, you are correct. Mike, you are wrong.
Yeah.
This is a fake character.
Yes.
I absolutely did
Yes.
just say Ultron makes Amazo and makes him look like Strife. That is the entirety of the idea.
I'm just like, I was like, as you were giving your explanation, I'm like, this is just Amazo, but Amazo is like, I think Amazo is depicted as either silver or gold. Like
Amazo looks like neither of those. In Justice League Unlimited, he's gold, but
Unlimited,
in every other interpretation, he's like an elf. He is like just a dude with red hair and pointy ears and green pants. Matt, if you wanted to show a picture of what Strife looks like, that was like the idea.
I will have to find it, but yes, hold on. Give me a second to just Strife the X-Men villain.
The first thought that I thought of, I'm like, what the fuck does he look like? I'm like, I don't know, silver. He's silver with a red eye, and he looks like knives. How do I describe looks like knives?
This is that's a really small pic. Oh, this is from a card game, but it has the vibes that we need. I'm just gonna paste it onto this blank mid slide.
Mid slide.
He's pointy.
Oh wow.
Oh, he is a pointy.
Yep, that was the idea.
Amazo was one of my favorite villains, so I was just like, this is too close to Amazo.
Yeah.
This would not have flied. They would have gotten sued up the wazoo.
You know what's hilarious is that the Ultra Adaptoid is Marvel and it is Amazo. It is 100% just Amazo.
The Adaptoids
The
are
Ultra
basically the
Adaptoid
same.
is just Amazo.
Wow.
How many
questions are left?
I think we have
Can I
4.
come back?
4? Okay.
4 more. 4. So you 100% can. We are 100% within.
Okay.
So it's 2 more each for me and for Panda. And the next one is mine. It is Dr. Naptime. Despite being a mutant, Gregory King is usually just a fairly normal person. No powers to speak of, average intelligence, except when he goes to sleep. When he goes to sleep, a slightly different persona takes over, and he gains super intelligence. The thing that makes this even weirder is that Dr. Naptime is a baby. A baby that becomes super intelligent when he is asleep. Also, he is a villain.
So I need a little bit of clarification. So he's an adult man that turns into a baby in his sleep.
No, he is just, if I phrased it weirdly, that was my fault. He is just a baby. Who goes to sleep and becomes a super intelligent baby. Like, he just gains super intelligence when he is asleep and can, like, do stuff then.
Okay.
And do evil, I guess.
Oh,
it was stranger when I thought it was an adult man that became
No, it was not an adult man who turned into a baby. That would either way, but also get on the show. But that is not the case for this one.
Okay.
Dr. Naptime.
Just knee jerk. I don't like Dr. Naptime. I don't like the vibe of the name.
I don't like the vibes. I hate babies.
Especially smart ones.
It feels very boss baby-esque.
Yeah, but like
super villain boss baby.
Boss baby is
that's
not
where you're going.
But also, Boss Baby's not an isolated incident. We had freaking Baby Geniuses.
That's true. But if we get
That's another good. Boss Baby's not an isolated incident. Is another great quote.
Quotes. We have a name already. Damn.
If we get year of publication and it's post the release of Boss Baby,
I feel like there's such a big period of time that would not be that I feel like that metric isn't super useful.
That is,
Also,
yeah.
Nathan, do you know off the top of your head when Boss Baby came out?
I'm looking it up.
14. If I didn't get to look up
2017.
Chernobyl, you don't get to look up Boss
Yeah,
Baby.
no, you don't get to look up Boss Baby.
2017.
Googling national disasters.
My curiosity
Nathan's
got the best of me.
cheating. Nathan's
What did I tell you
cheating.
about making quotes, Mike? Shut up.
I want a random fun fact. I want a random fun fact.
Random fun fact.
Nathan, what are you looking in for?
I want appearance.
Okay.
That's my
I would also go for fun fact.
Fun fact. All right. So, despite being usually a villain and having more villainous motivations, Dr. Naptime really doesn't want to, like, rule the world or anything like that. He just wants to get what he wants. As such, he sometimes helps the heroes because he's a baby, and he's very easy to bribe, because the things that babies want, not that hard to come by. So he has been bribed by heroes before to make them things.
Super intelligent baby.
Only when he's asleep, though.
I think I know what I'm gonna answer.
I don't know what I'm gonna
I hate
answer.
In that case,
I don't.
I'll give Momo a couple more seconds here.
Okay.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. And we're back to this. It's been a while since we've been back to this. And this time, it's not in Momo's favor. I did make this one up.
Because I don't think you would have your heroes frequently bribing babies. It's a bad look. Also, having a baby be a villain.
Hey,
Do they have to talk to
babies
the
can be
parents?
villains.
Yeah,
Like,
where are the parents?
Honestly,
Captain
it would have
America
felt more
line
real.
was like,
It would have felt even more real if it was an adult man that became a baby in his sleep.
Also, like,
Look,
X-Men...
I'm not that
X-Men
unhinged.
has a lot of allegories in it. What the fuck did the author mean by this, if this is real?
Yeah.
You know?
Mike, in X-Men now, there's a mutant that shits ice cream, and it's her only power. The X-Men went off the rails a while ago.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I made a video about her on TikTok, and I had to take it down because the comments were so
Oh, I
bad.
would imagine. I would imagine.
So that was...
Take
Yep.
the
On that lovely
meaning of
note-
eat shit to another level.
Yep. And if
What
for
kind
people,
of ice cream?
people are gonna ask in chat, I'm not doing the video again. I don't care how many times you ask. I'm not doing it again.
Don't wish
So,
that comment
Panda,
section
are you
on
ready?
anyone.
I am ready.
All right,
All right.
go.
The next character you guys are going to have to decide is named Nocturna. Nocturna, otherwise known as Natalia Knight, is an astrologist who was hit by a radioactive laser that removed all of the pigment from her skin, making her sensitive to light, like a vampire. However, this did not give her any powers at all, and just made her even more white. Notable feats include being a burglar, fucking Bruce Wayne so many times that she decided that she wanted to be in love with him, contesting the guardianship of Bruce Wayne over Robin, and flying off to her death in a hot air balloon.
I know we're not technically supposed to ask for clarification, and this is my show, so I shouldn't break my own rules. Flying to her death in a hot air
That's
balloon.
the thing you
what?
had a question
Yep.
about?
Well, if she's sensitive to the sun, what was she doing in a hot air balloon?
Actually, that is actually.
Well, what the fuck was she doing?
Well, okay, Panda, real or fake? I want you to either explain the real scenario or justify why you said that after this question is done.
I was kind of thrown for a loop when you said fucked Bruce Wayne so many times that she decided to be in love with him. What do you mean? What do you mean?
That is exactly what I mean. I mean exactly what I said.
I want this one to be real so I can get the context.
I desperately need
Score
context.
order be damned. I need to know a fun fact. I want to hear more about this bitch.
Yeah, fun fact.
Fun fact.
Fun fact?
I just...
Okay. Very, very specifically, the Robin that she was trying to contest the guardianship of was Jason Todd, and she was so successful that for a brief period, it was really debated if Jason Todd was even going to stick around.
Wow.
You know what? Robbins.
This feels like an insane self-insert fan fiction.
But whose?
But whose?
Whose?
Some white girl.
This could have been one that Panda saw on like just AO3 and was just like, I'm writing this down as a question.
When Panda's browsing the AO3 Batman tag.
AO3 Batman.
I don't know, maybe you do. I don't know.
Not looking
my
there.
God.
Not even checking.
Please vote. I need.
Yes, please.
Vote.
I'm ready.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, 3,
Fuck. No.
2, 1, go. Nathan, you're correct. She's real.
What?
Wow.
Let me tell you something.
Everything tied up again.
I went against my gut because I was like,
Yep.
I think this is fake. I need points. So
Not only is this real, she was real. The everything I said was her pre Flashpoint version. After Flashpoint, she got vampire powers. She was like extremely evil. Up until that point, she was really just a rich burglar who was like, no, I like this kid, and was trying to adopt Jason Todd out from under Bruce Wayne.
How is she in not more things?
Wayne.
So many times she
decided to be in love with him.
Yep, so many times.
That's
Because
crazy.
she's a burglar, Batman has a tendency of catching burglars and being like, hey, what the fuck? But she just continuously seduced Batman so many fucking times that she was like, you know, I can actually work out. This could work out. I could do something with this. And that is the extent of it.
How is she not in things more?
She
Please
was
explain the hot air balloon thing.
She
too.
was only really in Detective Comics, and she was never really put in anything else after that.
Wow.
Explain the hot air balloon part, please.
That is exactly what it sounds like. She was in a hot air balloon, and it flew away.
Wait, it flew away? She didn't die? It flew away.
She did die in it. She was in the hot air balloon and died in the hot air balloon as it floated away.
This makes it sound
Okay,
like my...
fuck it. No, we're moving on.
The dog dies and you don't know how to tell me. What do you mean?
Oh my god.
I want a Nocturna in the Wizard of Oz fan fiction. Pronto. Let's go.
Now.
Pronto.
We have people in this community who would write it.
Yep.
When I asked for context on the hot air balloon, and okay, we have to move on.
You gotta move
have
on,
two
man.
more. We're already at over an hour and a half.
Died
We
in a
have
hot
to
air
move
balloon.
on.
Just get over it. It's fine.
Get over it. It's what
I
happened.
know.
I'm not
All
going
right.
to question. I'm still thinking about she fucked him so many times she decided to be in love with him.
Chose to. 100% a choice.
Very practical. Like, you know,
Practical
this keeps happening.
decision.
Might as well make it a
Get her
thing.
off. Get her off your screens. Okay, my last one for today is Good Boy.
Oh.
The superhero known as Good Boy has a very common power, but with a pretty major twist. She's basically a werewolf. She can turn into a sort of wolf-human hybrid form, but the wolf is very buff, and it has blue fur, and she turns into her persona. I'm not joking there. That's actually what she calls it. She's a werewolf that turns into her own persona. You might also catch that I'm using she, her pronouns for the character. Her name is Good Boy. Her human form is cisgender female, but the persona form is male.
Someone was horny. Someone was horny.
This is what happens when, you know, furries grow up and get
Yeah.
jobs.
Like, I'm already voting.
And then
I
they're like,
don't need any fun facts. I would like a fun fact. I'm already voting.
Man.
Mike, are you alive?
You know,
Mike is just buffering.
I want to state for the record, maybe controversially, not against the existence of Good Boy. I think not even a little.
Not against the existence.
I kind of want, would urine publication even help? Because, like, there's no way to be, like, way...
Okay, well, let's think about this. How far back do personas go?
You know what?
I think
They
that's
go
a
back
more
pretty
modern
far.
Not
I'll
just
again say
not
it
just
is
the
the name
existence of
explicitly.
persona, the name
The
persona.
name persona.
It is
I
worth noting that I
persona
said that
is
in the
more, I think
description.
people having those has been a
It
while,
has
but
been
the
a
name
while.
persona.
I
think,
will...
like-
And again, it is explicitly called
I feel like
that.
I've heard that the
that
first
word
furry
is
con was
used.
in like 2008. Like it coincided around the
Yeah,
first.
it's definitely like
Comic-Con.
2000s
I
and above that
think-
persona got. Because people have said like, oh, I'm an otter forever.
I will.
Persona, I think publication would help.
I will lock in.
You're all tied now. So.
I actually agree with publication. Tell me who wrote this.
Do we just want to go for publication?
Well, if they're both voting for it, then we got publication.
It is a series called The Great Lakes Avengers in 2016.
Okay.
Fuck.
This screams DC, which makes me say fake, but maybe Marvel had a fun day.
Well, you guys ready to vote then?
Yeah.
Yes.
3, 2, 1, go. Everybody says real. I'm very glad that none of you thought that I came up with this very horny nonsense, because I'm about to make it so much worse when I show you the picture, because it's horny nonsense.
Yeah, it's very
horny nonsense.
It's horny nonsense, all right.
The name Good Boy itself was so horny. And I'm like, nope,
that's so
didn't write
sexually
this
charged.
Yep, I'm taking it off your screens.
Matt, can I give one of the fun facts about this? It is.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Absolutely every single time they transform, there is torn clothing left on their body, even if they have transformed and then changed. There are always some form of torn clothing on them. They've had beach episodes where they're like standing there and the shirt that they were wearing is ripped up, and they're wearing perfectly fitted like shorts as well.
So horny for what reason?
The fun fact that I had was the power runs in the family. Her brother also has a persona that he can turn into, which is a two-tailed fox, apparently.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm also going to take a stance that maybe people will disagree with here. I don't know if I'm going to get yelled at for this. I did not like this series. I really wanted GLA to be fun, or this GLA to be... It's not as good as it sounds.
Really?
Like it sounds like really self-aware and stupid. I did not find it nearly as entertaining as... I think I have it somewhere on my shelves because I bought it in good faith. And it was not nearly as good as I thought it was going to be, tragically.
That's heartbreaking.
But also, yeah, as someone pointed out in the chat, Sonic and Tails.
Oh
my god! How is it not self-aware enough? How could it not be good? Man.
If anyone's read the series in the chat, I would love to get your thoughts on it, because I did not like it as much as I was hoping to. But, oh well. Regardless, we are now on to... I believe the final question.
Yeah. And we are...
you all got that right. So you're at 999, I believe?
Yeah, I think we're all tied.
Wow. Yeah.
Ooh. How crazy would that be if we tied 3 ways?
It's happened before on this show.
Mm-hmm. And pandas have definitely felt like... I've definitely had a very shoddy record on pandas.
Yeah, I agree.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right.
Man,
are you guys...
literally anybody's game.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No.
The final character that you are going to be trying to decide is Brickbat.
God damn it.
Brickbat is a burglar dressed in a bright green suit, not a super suit, I mean a tuxedo-style bright green suit, and a ill-fitted Batman cowl, who kills people by throwing poisonous, disappearing bricks at them.
What the fuck, man? What the...
I want you to say those last... Oh. Skype did
Even
the thing
Skype
again.
hated that.
Skype hated it too. Let me take this time to remind everybody, once DnDorks Season 3 finishes, we are going to overhaul our system, so we're not going to have to deal with this anymore. How fun is that going to be? Anyway, yeah, even Skype did not want to deal with Brickbat.
You know, even how wild
kind
this
of
is, it
bricks?
still has not thrown me for a loop as much as that one lady. I forgot her name, Nocturna.
Nocturna.
Yeah.
I mean...
How did you describe the bricks?
Disappearing.
Poisonous, disappearing bricks.
Poisonous, disappearing bricks.
Yes.
Both of those words are not things I would usually associate with brick.
You would think getting hit with a brick would be enough to kill you, but no, it's also poisonous and also disappearing.
Also with a green suit and a poorly fitted Batman cowl.
Yes.
Wow.
God, we've gotten a pretty good look at the appearance, so I wouldn't lock in for that as a clue. Do we want publication or fun fact though?
I'm always leaning towards fun
agree.
fact.
So we're going with fun fact?
Okay then.
I guess. Here we go.
Brickbat is a villain of a superhero named 7-Eleven.
So not Batman.
Not Batman.
But presumably in the Batman universe.
Wearing the Batman cowl.
7-Eleven.
Okay, I think I know how I'm voting.
What?
I just feel confused and unsafe.
Your confusion is what fuels me.
I think I know how I'm voting. Because, like, what the fuck?
I have no idea how I'm voting.
What the fuck? What the fuck, Panda?
Okay, I'm once again going against my gut because my gut's usually wrong.
My gut is so confused. My gut is like, I don't know, man.
You ready?
You made.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Every single one of you are right. Congratulations. Wow. This is a real bad guy.
Friendship prevails.
Yeah.
And so the DnDorks episode.
Yep.
You go ahead. Do your Brickbat spiel.
Is from Police Comics in 1942. 7-Eleven was a character whose express purpose was that he was a prisoner serving a life sentence that would break out every night to stop crime because he would overhear plans from inside of prison. And this was one of his only villains.
Holy shit.
Wow, we completely died. That's so crazy.
Yeah.
The batting average of 50-50.
Yeah.
Literally. Yeah.
That's crazy.
The disappearing bricks are literally because they would evaporate.
And when we started this episode, Matt said you could guess on every question and get probably 50% right.
and you got, I did say that, and then it happened.
What kind of tipped me was like, okay, if Gambit can have flaming cards, then this guy could fucking have poisonous bricks.
Hey, Nathan, I'm going to do this on behalf of Nikhil. They're not flaming cards. He charges the cards with energy, so when they touch things, they blow up, which is it makes way more sense. It is way cooler.
Definitely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Like, what made me think this is real is that, like, the invisible bricks, the disappearing bricks, I'm like, oh, if you're a burglar and you smash a window with a brick, and then there's no brick, that's a pretty good gimmick for a burglar.
I'm just pretty sure I had heard the name Brickbat in passing or in some video because
I can guarantee you that you
what in the
unless
fuck?
You watched it from my channel, no, you have not heard Brickbat.
Maybe
because this character appeared one time ever, and it's in this comic.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Jesus. I still can't believe we three-way tied that.
Yeah.
Perfectly.
That's impressive.
Friendship.
Woo! Friendship. Hive mind.
So you could say there's actually, it is really funny too. You want to know the extra funny thing about it is it was 10 and 10. So the hosts versus the contestants also tied. It was a perfect tie in every possible regard.
You guys got half of the characters correct.
Because we're so great at coordinating and synergizing with each other, like on DnDorks. Perfect segue to promo for our other show. If anyone didn't know this somehow, which would be amazing to me because it's on the title of the episode, this was a special episode of Canon Clash featuring the DnDorks cast.
Yeah, you could say this was perfect symmetry.
Oh! Wow.
This was a very good episode for quotes, just all around.
Hell yeah.
But yes, talking about promo stuff, let's see. We'll run through DnDork things really quickly. Next week, next Friday at 6 p.m. Central Time, is the final episode of not just Backspace, but the Symmetry Saga as a whole, which is going to be very big, very exciting. It is going to be a fun episode. Now, after that, I'm actually going to try to nail down the scheduling with you guys after this, if we can, really, really fast. On either the 28th or the 29th, currently to be determined, like I said, I'm going to try to nail that down. We are going to be playing a one-shot of the upcoming Marvel Multiverse RPG. It does not release till August 4th, but we're getting it early. So if you want to see a peek at that system early, and you want to see... Look, you've seen my ability to make up Marvel bullshit, and if somehow you're still interested in watching me do more of that after this show, you can do that at this one-shot. After that will be a break week. There will not be anything on the 4th or the 5th for DnDorks. And then on August 11th, we are starting the new campaign DM'd by Panda called Outlaws of the Seven. As for Canon Clash announcements, Canon Clash is going to be taking a break soon, as it kind of coincides nicely with the break between DnDorks, so we'll figure out when it comes back after that. But the final episode of, let's just call it Season 1 of Canon Clash, is next Saturday, same time as today. It is, once again, another very special episode. It is not with content creators. There's not even going to be 3 guests. It is an episode with me and 2 guests, those being my parents, neither of whom read comic books. So if you want to see me play this game with both of my parents, that is the season finale of Canon Clash. It is going to be
that's so good.
Very stupid. They as set up for this. My dad is a nerd, but he's like Star Trek, Star Wars nerd. He watched, all that. My mom did not know any of that stuff, but I got them into the MCU when it was happening, and they still watch all the MCU stuff, but they've never touched a comic. So it's going to be very fun to see if I can trick them. I'm very excited and also terrified for next episode, because I got to be very careful about what I pick if I'm presenting these to my parents, but it's going to be a very fun one. So thank you all for watching. This episode will be uploaded on YouTube, which I will talk about later when that is up on separate streams. So thank you again to the cast. Thank you, Panda, so much for guest hosting. I hope you had a good time. Awesome. And we will see you all next Friday for the finale of Backspace.
Woo! Woo!